Baby, calm down. Yo, this your body, it put in my heart for lockdown, oh lockdown. Yo, you sweet.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Janae, and I'm back here with another video. So by the title of this video, you should know that it's a story time of how I came to America. You let me share. It's my avatar shirt. I had my hair like this for a few days. The curls fell out, but I was liking a little drop. I don't know, it's a little drop vibe, loose curl, little messy vibe that it was giving. It looks, you know, looks nice to me. I didn't really have to do much to it. Maybe later I'll do it over, but for now I need to get this video done before I forget. I'm sorry, but before I have other stuff to do and I can't do it anymore. I should have done this video from this morning. I did actually do the video a few weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago, and guess what, it got deleted because I don't have a hard drive, but I ordered a hard drive, so stay tuned for that. If you're looking behind me, this is my office space for my business, Maxed, which I will talk to you a little bit more about later on in other videos. So by the title of this video, you know that this is a story time about how I came to America. So let's get into it. So the story goes a little bit like this, right? I had left the Bahamas. No, I left Barbados, right? I left Barbados and went home to Jamaica, and I was at home for a while. While I was home, I got bored and I started to run out of money, and I decided, listen, it's COVID, it's a pandemic. Like, Jamaica was on lockdown. There was nothing to do, like literally nothing to do in Jamaica. And I was like, I want to go out. I want to go to the Bahamas. The Bahamas was, you know, they had a little thing going on, and I wanted to be there. That's where I wanted to be. That's my happy place, the Bahamas. The Bahamas is my happy place, and I can't wait to be able to go back there because that's my happy place, right? I love the Bahamas. If you've ever been to the Bahamas, thumbs up. Thumbs up, leave a thumbs up on the, or comment Bahamas. Say, yeah, Bahamas, we've been there. Woohoo, we love the Bahamas. You know? So I'm in the Bahamas. I left Jamaica, went to the Bahamas. While I'm in the Bahamas, my friend, she called me. My friend Juicy, she called me and she was like, yo, let's go to America. So I said, go to America? How are we gonna get there? Because my visa is expired. She's like, oh, we don't need a visa. We're just gonna do this, and the third. So at first, I was a little skeptical about it, to be honest, because I didn't know, like, if it would even work out, right? So my visa was expired, so I had like no idea on how we was really gonna get there. So she was telling me like, we don't need a visa, all we need to do is, you know, do. So I'm gonna tell you guys what we did to get here today. First and foremost, we planned. You have to plan. I don't know if y'all do stuff without planning, but that is not the way to go. You have to plan. Planning is very, very, very important. Plan out your life. I repeat, plan out your life. I think I'm gonna put it right here. Plan out your life. Please plan every single thing that you're going to do. Get a book. Sorry guys. Get a book, get a journal. Use your phone, use your notes. Right, guys, I'm telling you, you cannot go wrong with planning out your life. This is my journal. This is like everything that I want, everything that I need, everything I plan, it's out. Right? So you have to plan. Planning is very, very, very important. It is important to plan. Right? So we planned it first. We was on the phone night and day, every day, planning our steps and the steps that we're going to take to get to where we need to be. So the first step was she had to come to the Bahamas. So her leg was broken and she had to heal first before she came to the Bahamas, which she did. So I waited on her. She healed, then she came, and we spent like 4 days in the Bahamas together. Left the Bahamas. When we left the Bahamas, at first I had to pack up all my stuff that I had in the Bahamas, because mind you, I was in the Bahamas for about 5 months before we decided to leave. So I had accumulated a lot of stuff that I needed to leave or either throw away because I'm not gonna have them anymore. But I didn't throw my stuff away because I had like a lot of designer items that I had gotten as gifts that I didn't want to throw them away. So I had packed my suitcases up and I left them with a friend. The friend that I left my suitcases with is supposed to bring my suitcases to me here in Miami sometime soon. I don't know when that is, I guess when they fly, but yes, I packed up my bags and I left them with a friend. So we packed up our stuff and left. Mind you, we couldn't take luggage. I mean, we took a bag, but because we didn't want it to seem as if we were going to run away somewhere, because you know, when you're going to like countries, they ask you what are you going to do when you got, you know, stuff like that. So we didn't want them to be skeptical and be like, oh, we're not going to let you guys in the country because you don't have any luggage. And I feel like flying into Panama without luggage was not a good idea. So we had like 1 luggage each. We flew from Bahamas into Panama. That ticket cost roughly about $700 to go to Panama. Then we flew from Panama to Mexico, but the part of Mexico that we went was Guadalajara, right? So we flew from there to Mexico, Guadalajara. That ticket was about 500 pesos or something like that. 500 pesos, or a little more. That ticket was roughly around 500 to 800 pesos or something like that. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember fully because this was 2 years ago. I'm telling you, about 2 years ago. It's been 2 years. No, this September is going to be 2 years, right? So it's a year and something ago. We left from Guadalajara, then we went to Tijuana. That ticket was like over $400 or something like that. When we got to Tijuana, it was early in the morning and we were jet lagged, we were sleepy, we were just out of it. So we had to get an Airbnb or a hotel to like nap for a while before we made our official move, right? So before we made our official move, we had to like go get a hotel. So we got a hotel, we stayed there for a couple hours. I think we slept for probably 5 or 6 hours. And then we, you know, went and started to like scope out the place, because now we're ready to like run. And we have to, I feel like, as I said, you have to plan. You have to plan. You have to like scope out the area. You have to look, you know. So we got up the afternoon, we got up and we got up and we started walking. So we left our hotel. Now we got an Uber from the hotel to where the toll booth is in Tijuana, the toll booth where the cars drive through. And we started walking around from there. So we walked down the road. We ended up walking on a road. And if you ever go to Mexico, please, I repeat, please do not go to this back road. It is filthy, it is dirty. The people, they defecate on the floor. At one point we found like a bucket. There was a bucket and it was just filled with feces. The whole road just had like feces. While walking on the road, we had to start running because it smelled so bad. My friend had to stop and vomit. Like, it was bad, guys. It was bad. It was to the point where I don't think we as humans should ever even inhale stuff like that. I don't think it's good for a system to inhale other people's feces like that. That's nasty. Like, it was just too much. It was too much. I couldn't deal, and I just had to get off that road. But that road, guys, please do not go on that back road. It's a back road. If you're going to Mexico, if you've ever been to Mexico, Tijuana, please do not go to the back road near to the toll booth. It is disgusting. You don't want to be there. You don't want to experience anything. I'm telling you from experience, because I walked on the road to the point where I walked until I had to run, because no, we're just not going on that road. Anyways, we got to Tijuana. We got to the toll booth. We went to a bar. So it was too early and we were scared. To be honest, we were very scared, because it's scary, you know. It gives you, I was nervous, I had anxiety, everything was just wrong. So we went to a bar. We decided to go to the bar and have a drink, you know, just to like calm down a little bit, you know, get in our groove, get in our mellow. Let me tell you how I was drunk off some beer, child. Drunk off beer. So the bar that we went to, so in Tijuana, I did not know that they did not sell rum. They don't sell rum. If you want hardcore liquor, you got to go to the Tequila Farm, in which I think Tequila Farm was like way somewhere. But we were on a mission and we didn't want to go to the Tequila Farm. We just wanted something to drink to like get us in the groove of, you know, alcohol makes you fearless. Tell me about it. Alcohol makes you fearless, and I know that from experience, because those bears, they made me fearless. I ran across those bears made me fearless. Okay, so we went to the place. We had the beer. We bought some beer. We started drinking beers. Now at 11, and I remember at 11. I remember because my mom called me. The last phone call I responded to was my mom. She called me, she asked me if I was okay, and I said, yeah. If I was telling her, like, if you don't hear from me for a couple of days, this is what happened, don't panic. I remember that last conversation. I was hungry, so I got some wings. I only had like 3 other wings, and then me and my friend decided that we went to we had some other friends in Mexico. They had an Airbnb. So we went to their Airbnb and we was there at the Airbnb. No, they came to the bar. Then all of us walked to the Airbnb that they were staying at. And we were at the Airbnb for a while. And then we just left because I was like, you know what, I'm ready to go. I'm at the point where I'm feeling tipsy and I'm ready to run. That's where I'm at. I'm feeling tipsy, I'm ready to run. So I got some wings on the way, because we were walking to the toll booth, and I got some wings and I ate the wings. After I ate the wings, I was like, I'm ready. So my friend, she bought a bottle of water. So she had a bottle of water in her hand, and she's walking around like, agua, as if we're selling water. She had the bottle in her hand like, this is a raid. But she had the bus in her hand like agua, you know, like as if we're actually selling water. I hate flies, and anytime I see a fly, I have to kill her, and that's why the raid is right there. So we did that part. Now let me tell you something. When you know that you're going to do something wrong, it makes you nervous. Super duper nervous. Okay? It makes you nervous. I can repeat that. when you know that you're going to do something illegal, you get nervous. Argue with somebody else, but not me. I was nervous as hell. Nervousness, it's like cold sweat was washing off me and everything. So my friend, she was walking, we're walking in the line, the toll booth lane, the cars are there. She's like, Agua, but she has my hand in her hand, like holding on to me while she's saying, Agua, anybody want agua to buy, blah, blah, blah. Then she turned to me and she said, Anthony, we're gonna run now. I said, what? By the time I'm supposed to say what, my girl start running, she's holding on to me, saying, no, I have to start running. So we started running. Next thing I know, I hear the police officer saying, get them. He's saying, get them. So when they finally hold on to us, they're trying to pry our hands apart. So they find out, because one was like, two held on to her, two held on to me. So they're trying to pry our hands apart. They pried our hands apart. And they said, is anybody else behind you guys? What are you doing? So I was like, we're seeking asylum. And they took us inside. They held on to us. They cuffed us, put us in handcuffs. Yes, in front of us. So they put us in handcuffs and they took us inside. When they took us inside, they told us to sit down. When we sit down, then they asked us to come to the decks. We went to the decks. They told us to remove all jewelry, earrings, tongue rings, nose ring, belly ring, any jewelry that you have had to be removed. Wig, they took my wig off. Yeah, they removed the wig. They took the wig off. All jewelry, they took the wig off. Yeah, and even my nipple rings, because I had my nipples were pierced. And the female officer that searched me, she was like, you have to take those out. And I had just got my nipples pierced not even 8 months ago. So my nipples were still like tender, they still hurt. So she was like, you gotta take those out. I'm like, okay. So we were in there for a while. They gave us food. They put us in a cell. They gave us a chance to go get a shower and stuff like that. We were in there for 6 days. We got breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I didn't eat breakfast because I didn't like their breakfast. Their breakfast was like a burrito, and there was egg, rice, fries. Who put fries in a fucking burrito? So I never ate their breakfast. Yes, I never ate their breakfast because I don't want no burrito. What am I gonna do with a burrito? You know, I mean, nah. So I didn't eat their breakfast, but lunch was normally like, they give us like a sandwich. Sometimes we get burgers, but they will give us like a sandwich and a little beanie juice drink. You know those little drinks, little box drink I give to kids. And for dinner we would get, I thought we got burgers and stuff. I got sick. In there, I got sick. I had to go to the doctor. There was a doctor there, and she gave me some meds. And so this is not something that I normally talk about, but I suffer from depression, and I've never been depression, anxiety, all that stuff, and I've never been diagnosed for it because in my country where we're from, we don't. And I think it's bad that we don't acknowledge depression as a real thing. Everybody thinks that, oh, you're just sad, you're gonna be okay. It's not going to be okay. And I'm not just sad. Okay, I'm not just sad, and it's not going to just be okay. It's not going to pass either. Because a lot of people just like, oh, this too shall pass, and you're gonna be fine. No, I'm not. I'm not. I've been suffering from depression from I was a kid. It's not going anywhere. You just have to deal with it. And I've never taken medication for my depression before, or my anxiety, and it was getting real bad in there because I've never been confined before, like 4 walls, you can't go nowhere. I've never been to jail, I've never been locked up, I've never been confined, I've never been put in a room and be told stay there, don't move. You can't, there's nothing for you to do in there. The toilet is right there, your bed is right here, it smells bad, like everything was going wrong with me in there. And she put me on some antidepressants. Mind you, I've never been on antidepressants before. So putting me on antidepressants is like giving me drugs for real, for real. They gave me drugs for real in there, okay? That antidepressant that she gave me made me see Whitney Houston. Sat down and had a whole conversation with Whitney Houston. And what's that lady name? That older lady, Angela something. The very wise old woman that everybody loves. I love her. She was also in my dreams as well. And we had a whole conversation. Okay, because I've never been on antidepressants before. It put me in a whole different, you know, it wasn't. So I took it, and I took it for 2 days. And then after the second day, I was like, I don't want it anymore. I don't like how it makes me feel. I'm not gonna take it anymore. I don't want it anymore. So I never took it anymore. That was my 4th day in there. So I have 2 more days to go, and I could not take it. So every minute, every time I see an officer pass, I would ask them, when are we coming out? Are they gonna call me for my interview? Because they interview you. They interview you. They interview you guys, and in the interview you cannot lie. If you lie, it is going to be a problem, because they already know everything that they're asking you in the first place. So you lying, if I ask you the truth and you want to come into my country and I ask you the truth and you lie to me, I'm not letting you in my country, because you lied. And you didn't have to lie, because we know already, right? So it didn't make any sense for you to lie in the first place. So of course I told them the truth. They showed me pictures of myself and my mom when we came to New York. When me and my mom came to New York in 2013, thereabouts. They showed me pictures of me and my mom at the airport I was taking, because I had a visa before. Then the officer, he asked me, he was like, oh, why didn't you just use your visa? I said, because my visa was expired and they're not doing any renewals until 2023, which is this year. Ain't nobody wanted to wait that long, so I did what I had to do. They then asked me, what is my purpose? My purpose coming to America? I told them I want to finish school. I want a better life for myself. Everybody wants a better life for themselves. I don't want to be in Jamaica anymore. I hated Jamaica. I was never in Jamaica. I got raped 3 times while living in Jamaica. That's gonna be another story, but I never felt comfortable living there. I never felt comfortable taking taxis there. I never felt comfortable doing anything. I never felt comfortable not even being in my own home, because one of the rape incidents actually happened in my home. So I never felt safe anywhere. So I left, and I kept going to smaller islands because I didn't have my visa. And so I left. The first time I left, I went to live in Montego Bay. I was in Montego Bay for a while, you know, working and stuff. Left Montego Bay, and then I went to Bahamas. And when I went to the Bahamas was so good to me, guys. The Bahamas was so good to me. As I said, the Bahamas right now, the Bahamas is my favorite place to be. Right? The Bahamas is my favorite place to be, because the Bahamas was so good to me. And I love the Bahamas. So I decided that this is where, and if I didn't come to America, I think I'd be living in the Bahamas. I would have probably found somebody to get married to and, you know, just live there. Anyways, on our 6th day, I remember they came and they knocked on my cell door, and they're like, oh, you guys are coming out today. So I kept asking, where's Earl? Earl is my friend Lydia. I kept asking, where's Janelle? Where's Janelle? Where's Janelle? Because me and her, we came together, and ain't no way y'all let my friend out and I'm still in here. Ain't no way, right? So I kept asking, where's Janelle? Where's Janelle? Where's Janelle? I want to see my friend. What's going on? Ooh, sorry. Focus. There we go. I wanted to see my friend. I wanted to know what was going on. We've been here, you know, and I wanted to know where my friend was. So they let us out after 6 days. When they let us out, they had us sitting down for like 45 minutes while they call out our names, and they gave us our papers. They gave us back our luggage and all the stuff that we had. Money, you know, all your jewelry and stuff, they put it in an envelope so you can have it. So they give you back all your stuff. The only thing they didn't give us back was our passport. Sorry, yeah. So the only thing they didn't give us back was our passport. So they still have our passport. My passport has been expired, so they could keep that. But they gave us like papers for us to fly state to state, in America. We can't leave until we get our stuff sorted out. And yeah, that's how they put us up in a hotel. I forgot to tell you that part. So when they let us out, after the 6 days, they have you, they let you out. They put you up in a hotel for the remainder of the time, because you have to do your COVID test, you have to get your vaccines shots. Then after that, so they put you up in a nice hotel. You get breakfast, lunch, and dinner also at the hotel. It's free. You couldn't leave your room though, but you know, you couldn't leave, you weren't supposed to. But I was over my friend's room and she was over my room sometimes. So we spent like a few days in there. Then they come, they pick you up, take you to the airport. They give you an envelope, they give you some money. They do give you some money. And I thought that was so nice that they give you money, because you're traveling, you know, going to your family, your respective address that you told them that you are gonna go to. So they give you some money. I think they gave me like $100, 100 US. And they gave you some extra clothes. They gave us clothes, shoes, you know, nice stuff. It was cool. So they took me to the airport, and then she followed me to get my plane, because they assign a person to you. She followed me to get my plane, and then she gave me a little hug and she said, "Welcome to America." And then they just send you off into the world. And then they were like, "Welcome to America," and then they just send you off. So I thought that was cool. I thought that was nice. And big up the Jewish community in America, because that was all the Jewish community. I'm not Jewish, but I would convert to Judaism if I got the chance, because you guys was so good to me. So yeah, and then we left there, went to our families. I went to my friend that I came with. She went to her family. She was in New Jersey, I was in New York, so it was like just a ride, like a 30 minutes ride for her to come where I am, or for me to go where she is. So they ended up coming to get me the next day in New York. I went to see some of my family, and then I was at my friend, and then the next morning my friend come and, no, the night my friend come and pick me up, and she was like, "Yo, let's go." So I went to my friend and I stayed there a little bit. Then sis was running out of money. Okay, I was running out of money, and I didn't want to be broke. So I had a friend at the time. She was in Michigan and she was working at a club, and I wanted to go and make some money. So I went to the club and danced there for a while and made some money. And then I came to Miami, and now I'm in Miami living. I'm in Miami. I've been in Miami for a whole year. At the end of the video, I think I have some videos and pictures of me and my friends when we were in Mexico. So I will add those at the end of the video so you guys can see them when we were in Mexico. And I have some pictures. Yeah, I think I have videos and stuff when we got our vaccine and we were outside just talking and looking crazy. I think I have videos and pictures of, so I'm just gonna like leave a little slideshow for you to watch at the end of the video so you can see my Mexico and Panama trip. And that's it for today's video, guys. I am so glad that I got the chance to sit down. And I know you guys have been seeing me touching the grapes. I was eating grapes. But that's the end of my video, guys. I was so overwhelmed / excited about giving you the information about this about telling this video. But when I said that I was going to give you a story time, everybody was commenting and saying America's story time. So that was my America's story time, how I came to America and how I am living in America. I am doing well. I have a small business I am launching soon. It's called Maxed. See, it's called Maxed, and there you go. Oh, the light. Take it. Oh, there you go. It's called Maxed, where I sell candles and skincare, and you guys can look at my skin. My skin is improving. It looks good, right? So yeah, that's that. And I hope to see you in my next video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell me what part of the video you like. Tell me if you like my hair, even though it looks like a mess. Tell me if you like my skin, even though it's clearing up piece by piece. Just tell me what you want to know. And I will be giving you another video this week. Stay tuned for that. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.